Alright, ABC Jeff here, and I figure while I got everything going here, I want to go ahead and do this video because, yes, that time of month again for the Metalhead Box. Got this in, and so let's get right into it. I've done this every month since, well, it's probably been a good year now. If you're not familiar, you can go back and, see some of the previous videos, but monthly subscription box, metal, various genres. You choose the genre. I chose power metal, traditional metal. The 2 vinyl records, and it comes with extras. I don't have the t-shirt box. I don't have the, they have CD boxes. You can get cassettes, all kinds of stuff. There's extras in here. Again, this is just a quick rundown. Extras tend to be more of a the heavier metal side of things, which is the most common genre, I guess, that they deal with. And so you'll get pictures of bands, and you'll get pins, and I've had pins from previous ones. That's from last time. But anyway, so let's jump right into this. I don't often know these bands, and so what I've been doing, at least for the last time, is we're going to take a look at it. I'm going to pause for a brief moment, look them up, like on Discogs, get a brief idea who they are, and then we'll know a little more information. So anyway, let's get right into it. All right. So on top, we got a little, looks like there's like a cassette in here. All right, so let's jump into this pin. There's these little enamel pins. Killjoy Lives. I'm sure those of you who are into heavier metal probably know who this Killjoy character is. I will look it up and see. All right. Last time they gave us a CD, and so this time we got a cassette. Acid Witch. Oh, I've heard of them because they actually, in one of the earlier boxes I got, there's an Acid Witch patch. It's Halloween night. So, oh, that's right. This is the Halloween box as far as they mentioned that there'd be something special. And then we've got The Evil Eye. I don't know if it's 2 songs by the same band, it seems like it, or if there is a second song. I'll check that out, though. It's a green cassette. I should tell you what. Let's just rip into it. You can download the MP3. You got Acid Witch. Yeah, it's the same band, 2 different songs. Acid Witch, and it's Halloween night. The witch's jack-o'-lantern backed with the evil eye. So it's a cassette single, a cassingle, as we would say, back in the days when the CD cassettes were ruling. All right. Now, there's other stuff that's going to be on the bottom, so let's just jump into this. It's got some of the records are right here on top. Stardust. Anybody know who that is? Strangers. A unique and riveting concept album by a dynamic, emergent voice and progressive symphonic metal. Extraordinary, says Prog Magazine. Guest appearance by Patty Gurdy. Mixed by a guy from Amorphous and Orphanland, who I am familiar with. Mastered by this person. Gray Smoke vinyl, download card included. Stardust Overture. Okay, so 2020 issue. I'm not sure who the voice is that this is by, so real briefly, let's take a look. Okay, so all that I'm seeing about Stardust is the member of the band is Noah Grumman, singer and choir leader. Female. Very cool look. Amorphous. Okay. Orphanland. Arion. Patty Gurdy. So I guess she has worked with a lot of Soul Enema, a lot of these other bands, and so this must be like a side thing. There was a 2017 Sands of Time release, and then this is the 2020 Strangers. So, all right. In a moment, I will visit this and listen to it before I come back to give my final thoughts. So there's one down, but I can see that it looks like I'm familiar with some of those bands, and I can tell that it's going to be musically probably right up my alley. Immortal Guardian. Get the glare out of here. Another totally new one. Psychosomatic. A stunning concept album by the virtuosic progressive power metal quartet. Limited edition 400 copy purple haze vinyl. Seriously epic, says Metal Sucks. Mind blowing, says Metal Injection. Features guest appearances by Marcelo Barbosa from Angra and Mary Zimmer from Hellion Prime. Download card included. Very cool artwork. Very, very modern power metalish feel, but they are listed as progressive power metal. So yeah, that's definitely along the lines of what I am up for. All right, before I open those up, let's move on to the rest of the package. This feels like something thick, some kind of a sticker. It's the True Dead. That definitely feels, I mean, that's obviously a play on the old movie. It's Night Again, Night You Beautiful, I Please My Hunger on Living Humans, Night of Hunger, Follow Its Call, Follow the Freezing Moon. But that feels very thick, like it's very much like a sticker. We got a photo. It's also Acid Witch, and it looks like it's a couple of the people from Acid Witch, Slasher Dave and Shagrat of Acid Witch official site. And these autograph cards they do almost every month. This one does seem to be a little bigger because there's 2 people in it, of course. That's a very cool setting, though. All right, that is it. That's all that's in this box. So I'm going to pause at this moment. I'm going to go listen to some of the tracks, come back with some final thoughts real quick. Thanks a lot. Hold on. Okay, I'm back after listening to some of this stuff. And I realized I didn't pull this up for you all. The Immortal Guardian. They are a power metal band from Austin, Texas, formed in 2008. This is their 2021 release, and they have a 2018 release and some stuff from singles and stuff back in 2012, 2014. Yes, so this reminds me of so many other power metal bands that are out there. So it's along that line. Male vocalist. There's just so many of these types of bands that I have heard quite a few. So it's along that line. It's very good stuff. Technical music. At times it picks up the pace. Real thrashy kind of. But the vocals stay melodic. And yes, so I mean, like I say, there's so many bands of this genre that it's hard to keep track of all of them. And I know there's so many that I probably have never heard, and here's one of them. The thing with some power metal, and I'll find out after a few listens of this one if this falls into that category, is that to me, a lot of times they begin to sound the same. It's a lot of the same melodic, shredding guitars, double bass drums. Think Hammerfall is one of the bands that stands out as one of my favorites. Maybe that's because they were one of the early ones that I got into. So kind of Hammerfallish without all the medieval looks, but I haven't really examined all of the lyrics here. But yeah, so I will be checking it out more. I do love this style of music. I love the melodic vocals. I love the power and everything. And so I would see if this is going to stand out above the rest of the many. Similar here. She's a great vocalist. The band, they got the symphonic look. They got the sound. They have a nice impressive video out from one of the songs, and it's again female fronted power metal, which would fall in line with all of the kind of stuff. I mean, bands like Nightwish and stuff, Lacuna Oil, some of those type bands. There's so many symphonic metal bands with female and some with female male. So again, you can get lost in the shuffle. There's so many bands of that genre out there, and so we'll see if this one stands the test of time and if it stands out also. What I heard, I liked. What I saw, I liked. They had some, nice production behind them, nice production behind the video that I watched. So, yeah, it's... Anyway, so yes, we will see if they, like I say, stand the test of time. So I looked this up, and if I'm not mistaken, the Killjoy is the vocalist for Necrophagia. And anyway, so that looks just like the pictures I saw of Killjoy. Necrophagia, back in the 83 is when they were formed by Killjoy. They were inspired by Venom, Hellhammer, horror, bands, themes, songs along that line. They had some a release in 87 and stuff through the 90s, and into the 2014 was their last release. So anyway, I have to assume that is who that is. All right, that's it though. And yeah, this looks good. I really, last month was some straightforward type metal with some power metal type female male vocal stuff, and so this month is definitely, these are pretty high quality releases too. Like I say, there's so many bands these days that there's so many releases, it's hard to catch, it's hard to keep up with a lot of the great music that's coming out. And that's one of the reasons I like the Metalhead Box, is because I would have never probably discovered these bands. These bands would have slipped right under the radar. And like I say, with so many things out there to check out, it's nice to be kind of forced to check out new bands, and then you end up liking them, especially if they're newer bands like this that only have a couple releases. I don't mind that, because if I fall in love with one of these releases, it's not hard to pick up the other release they have. Unlike some bands you discover who have like a, discography of already 10 albums. But anyway, that's it. I'm impressed. This is another score, another great 2 thumbs up for the Metalhead Box. Check them out. I'll have a link below. It's just a way to discover new music that you may not be familiar with, and that's what I really like about them. I will be back, though. Thanks a lot for watching. Rock on and rock hard.